Kaitlan Collins and Donald Trump clash once again on April 15 during a White House event with El Salvador President Nayib Bukele, centering on Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Maryland man who was mistakenly deported. That night on the Source with Kaitlan, she highlighted how the president often redirected questions to others instead of answering himself. Do you plan to ask President Bukele to help return the man who your administration says was mistakenly deported? She asked, prompting President Trump to defer to U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. First and foremost, he was illegally in our country. He had been illegally in our country. And in 2019, two courts ruled that he was a member of the gang MS-13, Bondi explained, adding right now, it was additional paperwork that needed to be done. That's up to El Salvador if they want to return him. That's not up to us. Trump then turned to U.S. Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller for further input. Collins pressed the president, stating, Mr. President, you said that if the Supreme Court said someone needed to be returned, that you would abide by that. Before she could elaborate, Trump interjected, how long do we have to answer this question from you? He further challenged her, saying, why can't you just say that? On her CNN show, Collins remarked on the meeting, saying, the president seemed to backtrack on what he said about the Supreme Court, and instead leaned on some of his top aides to help make the case. Collins clarified the details surrounding Garcia. He was in the United States illegally after entering around 2011 but was granted legal status in 2019 by an immigration judge who found he faced danger from gang members in El Salvador. His wife and children are U.S. citizens. Collins added, and as for the declaration that courts found Garcia to be a member of MS-13, his attorneys have disputed that, and evidence supporting that claim hasn't been substantiated.